Subway has a secret vault where you can access all new items. The catch is you can't access this vault in person. You need to enter the metaverse and use their app to order. I just placed an order for 3 Italian sub-like things from their app, a couple of creations from the Subway vault. Let's go pick up our order and see, is the Subway vault worth your time? We got our bag here. The question is, why are we doing this? We're kind of diverting a little bit from our Italian sub review. I like to go to local places and get like really good quality Italian subs, and this is Subway, which most would argue is not very good quality. My main point of doing this is it's like one of those, I tried Subway's vault sandwiches so you don't have to. Many people in their area don't have Italian import shops that make really good Italian subs. So I figure this would be a good way to compare as far as what some of these new offerings would have compared to some of the things that I know about Italian subs and I've experienced. So let's dig in. Try to get all the business out of the way early. We got our napkins. And what I want to know is, I got something I've never tried before from Subway. I'm gonna save this one till the end. Probably tell what it is based on the package. These are not labeled in any specific way. We will try one by one and see how they are. First up, we got the Vaultwich. Spice things up with an Italian-style feast. Pepperoni and Genoa salami topped with BelGioioso Fresh Mozzarella, green peppers, banana peppers, and drizzled with our new Baja Chipotle sauce. Served on toasted, fresh-baked Italian herbs and cheese bread. Now, what I gotta tell you is, the bread on all the sandwiches I ordered today are dreadful. I think I ordered early in the day, so I didn't get fresh-baked stuff, so it's stuff from yesterday, which is common, and we're gonna talk about this bread a little more later. Let's see how it tastes. All right, so not bad. Maybe I was a little quick to judge the bread. The reason being is that it was kind of brittle, and I think they toasted this sandwich to melt the mozzarella, but it reminds me a lot of pizza. With the exception of fresh mozzarella, everything on this sandwich, so Genoa salami, pepperoni, green peppers, banana peppers, but the mozzarella is their new promotion where they're putting BelGioioso mozzarella for a premium. This particular sandwich was pretty expensive. Actually, no, this one was $6.49, and I gotta say, not terrible, but again, aside from the mozzarella, there's no reason this should be exclusive. You could easily go into the store and order pepperoni and salami, add mozzarella, and then put whatever veggies you want on it. And that's all the veggies that are on here, so there's no lettuce, tomato, none of that stuff, which is good. I actually think that this works better. Like I said, it reminds me of pizza. The bread is just, it's Subway bread. Green peppers is an odd choice. I'm not a big fan of green peppers, so I'm always gonna think it's an odd choice, but it's strange to do green peppers along with banana peppers. I feel like it doesn't add anything. Maybe some crunch, but you got this bread, which is literally like a breadstick. Moving on. Next up, we have the Benissimo. That was the one to me that sounded the most Italian. An irresistible combination of juicy rotisserie chicken, tangy pepperoni, and provolone cheese, topped with spinach, tomatoes, and creamy peppercorn ranch. Served on toasted, fresh-baked Italian herbs and cheese bread. Now, again, we have the same crappy bread as the previous one. This one doesn't feel like it's been toasted to hell like that one there. Let's see. This also feels a little uneven, so I'm gonna try to even it out a little bit. I didn't get anything appreciable. Like, there's nothing in the front of this sandwich, so I'm gonna call an audible and bite across the middle. I almost never do this. So I think the common theme between those two Vault Subway sandwiches is the addition of pepperoni, and I feel like it's their cheat code in this particular instance to get a little extra zestiness on this sandwich. The chicken literally tastes like nothing. It is the most flavorless chicken I've ever had. It's very dry. It's very stringy. There's no redeeming qualities about it. Spinach is an odd choice with this one here because it gives you kind of that, it's hard to describe what spinach tastes like. For me, it dries out my mouth a little bit. When you got bread this dry, you got spinach on there drying out your mouth, you got that dry ass chicken in there, you really need that peppercorn ranch to deliver on the moisture. And I think the pepperoni adds a little bit of extra zest to it. Let's see, provolone. Subway cheese doesn't taste anything like real provolone. It is the most flavorless cheese that you can get. It does add some nice little richness to it. Let's try to get another bite and see. Let's not judge it off of just one bite. Yeah, that is not not great. As far as the pricing, this one here, the Benissimo was actually the most. I think it was almost $9. I don't know what they're charging $9 for that's on this sandwich, maybe for that rotisserie chicken, but I would say this so far is my least favorite of the two vault sandwiches we tried. So while I was in their stupid app doing this ordering, I don't know why places make you do that now to get exclusive deals and exclusive menu items. I mean, honestly, so far what we've tasted, none of it is exclusive. You could literally go in there and customize that sandwich. I don't know if it would cost the same price, but you could literally build that same sandwich with all of the salad bar toppings that Subway has. Let's go into the next tasting here. So while I was browsing around that stupid app, I saw they were promoting a new sandwich called the Supreme Meats. There's a good reason we named it Supreme. New Italian-style capicola, thin-sliced Black Forest ham, Genoa salami, and pepperoni on fresh-baked artisan Italian bread, topped with provolone, lettuce, tomatoes, red onions, and tangy banana peppers, and drizzled with our famous MVP Parmesan vinaigrette. Do we need to say more? Honestly, I feel like you said too much. Well, let's go in for the Supreme Meats. Now this one here is not toasted, so you can see the bread is not dreadful and crumbling. That was just disgusting. So it looks like there is lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and their MVP peppercorn, Parmesan, whatever the hell. All right, I am so glad that I ordered that. Even though everything we tried today was kind of Italian themed, this is the most Italian sandwich of everything I've had here, and probably the most reminiscent to an Italian deli sub from Subway that I've ever had. Now, one thing that you know about me on the channel here is I'm not gonna snob out on you. If you wanna eat at Subway, I'm not gonna judge you. I've eaten my fair share of Subway throughout the years. Through college, it got me by. We had a sub shop on campus that wasn't very good, but a Subway right down the road. I always used to go to Subway. I've had everything on the menu. One thing to get out of the way that's kind of a common theme here, aside from a few simple ingredients, their menu has been pretty consistent over the last 20 years. The one addition to this sandwich here, the Supreme Meats, is the Italian capicola. And when I deconstructed the sandwich to get a little bit of footage to show you guys some of what's inside this sandwich, it's notable in that it actually looks like a very good capicola. I have to say, this particular sandwich, and this 6-inch was the same price as their typical 6-inch, around like $6, $7. This is a pretty respectable sandwich from Subway. Coming from me, who's pretty judgmental on the local places, to say that, I wouldn't put my reputation on the line to say something like that about a sandwich from a chain if I didn't mean it. Yeah, that is not bad at all. In this case here, I feel like they've got a couple different cheat codes going on between the pepperoni and the capicola, but also that MVP dressing. It tastes kinda like that, you know, wishbone Italian dressing, but that's to say it's something that's common and something that a lot of people do put on this style sandwich in America. I don't know what I'm saying. This sandwich is an American construction. But out of all three of the sandwiches that we tried today, this one here is the only one that I'm compelled to go back in for another bite for. And that's to say, this is on their regular menu as opposed to their stupid vault that they make you go onto the app to actually order. And I'm gonna go off on a tangent here because I gotta address this. Why do places keep making you order from an app to get exclusive items like this here? Or McDonald's has that where, like, if you want the Saweetie meal or the Travis Scott meal, you gotta use their app to order that. I don't understand that. I'm sure it benefits them by getting you to use the app and getting you alerts and all that type of stuff, but it's getting old and I'm not gonna have all these fast food places on my phone. I'm gonna uninstall this app as soon as we're done here because if I wanna order Subway, I'm just gonna go in and order Subway. But the fact that they have these special creations that you could literally walk in and create yourself is a little silly. I grew up in the analog days. I like to just go in or call and place my order. I don't need to worry about no apps and all this other stuff. Convenience is great and everything, but don't make it look like you're offering something that you haven't already had for years. One of the funny things that this sandwich reminded me of, the one that's not toasted, is I saw something on the internet and I hear people talking about it a lot, saying that Subway bread actually qualifies more as cake than it does as bread, which is really interesting because cake and bread kind of have similar ingredients. I'm sure this is loaded with corn syrup and other stuff too. So that's kind of a fun aside. Their bread is passable. It's not very good. If you're gonna get a nice Italian bakery loaf to make this on, it's obviously gonna be a lot better. But like I said earlier in the video, some people don't have Italian delis and Italian bakeries in their neighborhoods or in their towns. Subway is all over the world, so it just makes it convenient and makes it easy for people to access. Accessible is really the key. For those of you who stuck around, I mentioned I got something to try that I've never tried before, and that's a Subway cookie. If I have tried these, it was a very long time ago. I definitely don't remember getting a raspberry or strawberry cheesecake, but let's give it a try. Definitely raspberry, definitely artificial. Again, for $1, very passable. Tastes kind of like those like raspberry drop cookies that you get at the bakery. The addition of white chocolate is not for me, and the fact that it's like a sugar cookie with very little depth, also not exactly my favorite, but we tried. If you're enjoying this video, be sure to hit it with a like and subscribe if you like food. If you want to check out my reviews of some of the more authentic Italian subs, click into this playlist right here.